Does this sound familiar? The alarm clock screams. Another day begins. You're a mom, so you're up before everyone else. Coffee is your best friend. Your days are a blur of carpools, work deadlines, and trying to squeeze in a little something for yourself. But yourself feels like a distant memory. We tell ourselves we can handle it all. We're super moms, right? But behind the smiles and the perfectly packed lunches, there's a nagging feeling. Something's gotta give. That feeling, that's overwhelm. It's the weight of 1,000 to-dos and not enough hours in the day. And the worst part? We think we're the only ones feeling this way. We scroll through social media and it seems like everyone else has it figured out. Their houses are spotless. Their kids are always smiling. They're jetting off on exotic vacations. Meanwhile, we're just trying to survive until bedtime. Being a mom is the most rewarding job in the world. We know that. The tiny hands that reach for ours, the unconditional love in their eyes, the joy they bring, it's priceless. But it's also the toughest job, and it doesn't come with a paycheck or paid time off. I'm a mom. I get it. I was juggling it all, or at least I was trying to. But the truth is, I was drowning. Have you ever felt like you're living on autopilot? Like you're just going through the motions day after day without any real purpose or direction? That's where I was. Work, kids, sleep, repeat. I knew something had to change. I couldn't keep living like this. I was exhausted, stressed, and worst of all, I was missing out on precious time with my family. The very reason I was working so hard in the first place. The bills were piling up, the cost of living was skyrocketing. Rent was increasing, and the thought of making ends meet filled me with dread. I was working 2 jobs, 7 days a week, and it still wasn't enough. I felt like I was on a hamster wheel, running and running, but getting nowhere fast. The alarm clock blared at 6 a.m., a harsh start to another jam-packed day. Even before my eyes opened, the mental to-do list started scrolling through my mind: pack lunches, sign permission slips, finish that presentation for work, pick up the dry cleaning, and try to squeeze in a shower somewhere in between. Dragging myself out of bed, I tiptoed past my children's rooms. My heart ached with a familiar pang of guilt. I longed to linger, to breathe in their sweet, sleepy scent, but the mountain of responsibilities awaiting me wouldn't allow for such indulgences. Coffee became my lifeline, the bitter brew jolting me awake as I navigated the morning chaos. Breakfast was a whirlwind of spilled cereal, forgotten homework, and frantic reminders to hurry up. The clock was always my enemy, ticking away precious minutes as I desperately tried to get everyone out the door on time. The morning commute was a special kind of torture. Traffic stretched for miles, a sea of frustrated faces trapped in metal boxes. I juggled phone calls, mentally prepping for meetings. Dropping the kids off at school was a bittersweet symphony of hugs and hurried goodbyes. The guilt lingered as I drove away, feeling the weight of the day. My job at the Red Cross was both rewarding and demanding. Knowing I was making a difference filled me with a sense of purpose. My lunch break was a luxury I could rarely afford. Instead, I found myself hunched over my desk, scarfing down a sad salad while catching up on emails and trying to make headway on the never-ending pile of paperwork. The constant buzzing of my phone was a relentless reminder of the countless tasks demanding my attention. Evenings were a blur of after-school activities, homework battles, and frantic attempts to get dinner on the table before everyone succumbed to exhaustion. My MLM business, once a beacon of hope, a chance to achieve financial freedom, had become yet another item on my never-ending to-do list. Late at night, long after the house had fallen silent, I would sit at the kitchen table, surrounded by brochures, product samples, and the crushing weight of my own unmet expectations. The dream of building a successful business, of being my own boss, of creating a better life for my family, it felt so far out of reach. Weekends offered little respite. The demands of motherhood didn't magically disappear just because it was Saturday. Soccer games, birthday parties, grocery shopping, laundry, the list went on and on. The line between work life and home life became increasingly blurred, the boundaries erased by the constant need to be on. Social media only amplified my feelings of inadequacy. Scrolling through carefully curated feeds, I saw other moms effortlessly juggling it all. The perfect meals, the spotless homes, the exotic vacations. Their lives seemed so glamorous, so effortless, so attainable. But behind the filters and the carefully crafted captions, I knew the truth. We were all fighting our own battles, grappling with the same feelings of overwhelm, exhaustion, and the nagging suspicion that we weren't doing enough. The pressure was mounting, and I could feel myself reaching a breaking point. Sleep became a distant memory, replaced by endless nights of tossing and turning, my mind racing with anxieties about finances, deadlines, and the overwhelming pressure to be everything to everyone. My physical health began to deteriorate. I was constantly tired, my body aching with the accumulated stress of pushing myself beyond my limits. Headaches became a regular occurrence, a throbbing reminder of the unsustainable pace I was maintaining. One particularly challenging evening, as I struggled to maintain my composure while refereeing a heated argument between my children, I felt a wave of despair wash over me. Tears welled up in my eyes, hot and heavy with the weight of it all. In that moment, I knew I couldn't keep living like this. Something had to change. The tears came in a torrent, a release of pent-up frustration and exhaustion. I sank to the kitchen floor, the weight of my responsibilities crashing down on me like a tidal wave. My carefully constructed life, the one I'd been clinging to with white knuckles, felt like it was crumbling around me. My children, sensing my distress, stopped their bickering and gathered around me. Their small hands reached out, their touch tentative yet full of concern. In their innocent eyes, I saw a reflection of my own struggles, the exhaustion, the worry, the longing for something more. That's when the realization hit me with the force of a lightning bolt. I wasn't just failing myself, I was failing them. My constant state of overwhelm, my relentless pursuit of having it all, was robbing us all of precious moments, of the joy and connection that truly mattered. Seeking solace and perhaps a distraction from the turmoil brewing within me, I mindlessly scrolled through social media. Images of perfect families, exotic vacations, and entrepreneurial success flashed across my screen, each one a sharp jab to my already bruised spirit. The comparison game, a dangerous trap I knew I shouldn't fall into, ensnared me once again. I coveted the seemingly effortless lives of others, their ability to balance it all with grace and style. The green-eyed monster of envy whispered insidious doubts into my ear, fueling the flames of my own inadequacy. Why couldn't I have it all? Why was I struggling so much while others seemed to glide through life with ease? The questions swirled in my mind, a relentless chorus of self-doubt and despair. But then, a glimmer of hope appeared amidst the endless stream of perfectly curated lives. An ad flashed across my screen, its message simple yet powerful. Tired of feeling overwhelmed and financially stretched thin? Discover the power of digital marketing and unlock your earning potential. The words struck a chord deep within me. Could this be the answer I'd been searching for? A way to break free from the shackles of my current reality and create a brighter future for myself and my family? Intrigued, yet wary, I clicked on the link. The website that greeted me was sleek and professional, filled with testimonials from individuals who had seemingly transformed their lives through digital marketing. They spoke of financial freedom, flexible schedules, and the ability to work from anywhere with an internet connection. Skepticism warred with hope in my mind. Could this be too good to be true? Was this just another get-rich-quick scheme designed to prey on desperate individuals like me? Fear, a constant companion in my life, whispered its usual litany of doubts. You don't know anything about digital marketing. It's probably too complicated. What if you fail? What if it's all a scam? But a spark of defiance ignited within me. I was tired of living in fear, tired of feeling trapped by my circumstances. What if this was the opportunity I'd been waiting for? A chance to take control of my life, my finances, and my future. I spent hours researching digital marketing, devouring online articles and blog posts. The more I learned, the more intrigued I became. It felt like a lifeline, a way out of the quicksand. Could I overcome my fear and embrace this unknown path? It was time to take a leap of faith. Digital marketing. It sounded so foreign, so technical. Algorithms, SEO, landing pages. It was like a whole new language, and I was starting from scratch. The learning curve felt steep, intimidating even. Doubts crept in, whispering that maybe I wasn't cut out for this. Maybe this was a young person's game, and I was just a tired mom trying to stay afloat. But something inside me, a flicker of that same defiance that pushed me to click on that fateful ad, refused to let me quit. I spent hours glued to my laptop, late into the night after the kids were asleep. I devoured online courses, watched countless YouTube tutorials, and scoured blog posts for any scrap of information that could help me make sense of this new world. The more I learned, the more I realized how much I didn't know. It was overwhelming at times, like trying to drink from a fire hose. But slowly, piece by piece, I began to assemble the puzzle. The world of digital marketing was a labyrinth of options. Social media marketing, email marketing, search engine optimization. There were so many avenues to explore, each with its own set of rules and strategies. It was easy to get lost in the weeds, to feel paralyzed by the sheer number of choices. I made mistakes, of course, plenty of them. I launched campaigns that flopped, poured hours into strategies that yielded little to no results, and felt the sting of disappointment when my efforts didn't translate into instant success. But with each stumble, I learned something new. I learned the importance of testing and tweaking, of analyzing data and adapting my approach. I learned to be patient, to trust the process, and to celebrate the small victories along the way. One of the most valuable lessons I learned on my digital marketing journey was the power of community. I discovered online forums and Facebook groups filled with like-minded individuals, all striving towards similar goals. They were entrepreneurs, stay-at-home parents, and individuals from all walks of life, drawn together by a shared desire to create a better future for themselves and their families. Suddenly, I didn't feel so alone in my struggles. These online communities became my lifeline, a safe space to ask questions, share frustrations, and celebrate each other's successes. Mentors emerged from unexpected places, offering guidance and support as I navigated the ups and downs of building an online business. This sense of community, of belonging to something bigger than myself, was invaluable. It fueled my motivation, kept me going when the going got tough, and reminded me that I wasn't alone on this journey. The first few dollars I earned online felt like a major triumph. It wasn't much, but it represented something significant, proof that this could actually work, that I could create an income stream from my laptop on my own terms, while still being present for my children. As my skills grew, so did my earnings. I reinvested every penny back into my education, eager to learn more and expand my reach. I experimented with different platforms and strategies, constantly tweaking and refining my approach. My dream of achieving financial freedom, a dream that once felt so distant and unattainable, was slowly but surely becoming a reality. The burden of debt felt lighter, the constant worry about bills began to fade, and I dared to dream bigger dreams for myself and my family. Looking back on my journey, I realized that the most important ingredient in my success wasn't any particular marketing tactic or strategy. It was belief. Belief in myself, belief in the power of hard work and dedication, and belief in the possibility of creating a better future. There were moments when I doubted myself, when the fear of failure threatened to derail my progress. But I learned to silence those negative voices, to focus on my goals, and to surround myself with a supportive community that believed in me even when I struggled to believe in myself. My journey from overwhelmed mom to financial freedom through digital marketing wasn't easy, but it was worth every late night, every setback, and every ounce of effort. It taught me that anything is possible if you're willing to put in the work, to embrace the unknown, and to never give up on your dreams. Remember those frantic mornings, the ones fueled by caffeine and anxiety? They're a distant memory now. Waking up without the dread of financial pressure clinging to me like a wet blanket is a feeling I'll never take for granted. Now, I start my days with intention. I have the luxury of sipping my coffee while my children eat breakfast, actually tasting it instead of gulping it down in a frenzy. We chat, we laugh, we connect. These simple moments, once lost in the chaos, are now my most treasured. Don't get me wrong, my days are still full. Being a mom is a 24/7 job, and mine haven't magically transformed into silent angels who clean up after themselves. But the energy I bring to these everyday moments has shifted. I'm no longer depleted, running on fumes. I'm present, engaged, and, dare I say, even enjoying the ride. The most incredible gift digital marketing has given me isn't the financial freedom, though that's been life-changing. It's the gift of time. The freedom to set my own schedule, to be there for my kids' school plays without having to beg my boss for time off, to take a vacation without the dread of returning to a mountain of work. Remember that feeling of always being on, of never truly being able to relax? That's gone. I've learned the power of disconnecting, of setting boundaries between work and family time. It's not always easy, but it's essential for my well-being and the well-being of my family. And those dreams I mentioned, the ones that felt so impossible before, they're becoming our reality. We've taken family vacations we could only have dreamed of before, and the best part? I didn't have to return to a mountain of debt afterward. I know what you're thinking. This all sounds too good to be true, right? Another one of those success stories designed to sell you something. But here's the truth. My story isn't unique. I'm not special. What I've achieved, anyone can achieve with the right mindset, dedication, and support. That's why I'm so passionate about sharing my story. I want other overwhelmed moms, other individuals feeling trapped by their circumstances, to know that there's another way. That financial freedom and time freedom are within reach. I've made it my mission to help others unlock their potential, to provide the guidance and support I so desperately needed when I first started on this journey. Because everyone deserves the chance to create a life they love, a life filled with purpose, passion, and the freedom to enjoy the precious moments that truly matter. So where do you start? How do you take that first step towards a brighter future? The answer might surprise you. It starts with a decision to believe in yourself, to embrace the unknown, and to say yes to the possibility of something more. It won't be easy. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments when you want to give up. But I promise you, it will be worth it. The rewards, both financial and personal, are beyond measure. I challenge you to take that first step. Educate yourself about the possibilities of digital marketing. Find a mentor or a community that resonates with you. And most importantly, believe in yourself and your ability to create the life you've always dreamed of. Your time to shine is now. Remember that frazzled reflection staring back at you in the mirror? The one with shadows under her eyes and a to-do list etched on her forehead? She's still there, but she's different now, stronger, more confident, and infinitely more hopeful. This journey wasn't just about making money online, it was about reclaiming my life. It was about rediscovering my passions, setting healthy boundaries, and realizing that I am worthy of happiness and fulfillment. It was about trading the weight of overwhelm for the lightness of freedom. And you know what? That transformation, it wasn't just about me. My children see it too. They see a mom who's more present, more patient, and more engaged in their lives. They see a mom who's pursuing her dreams and showing them that anything is possible if you're willing to work for it. So here's my invitation to you, dear reader. If you're feeling trapped, if you're yearning for more, if you're ready to write a new chapter in your life's story, take that first step. Dip your toes into the vast ocean of digital marketing. You might be surprised by what you discover. Maybe you'll find your passion in crafting compelling copy that converts. Maybe you'll excel at building websites that captivate and inspire. Or perhaps you'll discover a knack for social media marketing, connecting with audiences and building a thriving online community. The beauty of digital marketing is that it offers a world of possibilities, limited only by your imagination and willingness to learn. It's a path to financial freedom, yes, But more importantly, it's a path to personal fulfillment, to designing a life that aligns with your values and aspirations.